So there's a story, right? It may take you a while to pull it up. And whether you do or not, I just got to tell the story. Where we were having a conversation one time, and you said, we said that you were on your way to work. You said your man was taking you to work.
Ha!
And somebody on BLS played, Marley Marl played the remix that you did to
For Tamar Braxton.
Tamar Braxton. And you said, man, take me back home. You just said, you said, F that job the moment. Was that the first time you heard a song of yours played on the radio?
Okay, so here's the story on that.
Yeah.
I was working at Guitar Center.
Yeah.
And
22.
Yeah, on 22. And
Yeah.
you know, the song Love and War had kind of just kind of like they was shopping for a deal. And so they released it independently. And like I have a thing where I can kind of like, I mean, everybody who's into music does it, but you can take a song and manipulate it the way you want. So I said, you know what, let me just try and do this record. So I did like a little demo version of it, and my mentor Kevin Hedge is good friends with Vince.
Okay.
So he reached out to Vince, and they just happened to be in New York. So they sent me the parts, and I did the official remix for that record, and it was crazy because we had been playing in the club, you know what I mean? It wasn't no big deal, because they were still fishing for a deal, and I was on my way to work. I had a couple issues with the GM.
Yeah.
So I was on my way to work, and traffic started to back up. You know how 22 get.
Yeah.
And so I'm calling as a courtesy, mind you. I still got 10 minutes to get to work. It's not like I'm already late. Like I got 10 minutes to get to work, and I'm already like by Best Buy. So it ain't like it's gonna take 10 minutes to get down the street. But just as a courtesy, I said, well, let me call. So I called and was like, hey, dude's name was Rocco. I called him. I said, hey, Rocco, man, I'm not saying I'm gonna be late, but just in case, it's a bit of traffic out here. I just want to give you a heads up. And this dude started going off on me, like, and I don't really deal with that too well anyway. So, you know what I mean? So like, he's going off on me, and in the background, I hear Love and War coming in on BLS. Marley Marl's playing it. And then he says, up next we got Tamar Braxton, Love and War, DJ Beloved remix. I said, you know what, never mind. I hung up on him. I told my man, I said, yo, turn the car around. And I never went back.
Yo, man, that's one of the funniest stories. And I always wanted to get it. I always wanted you to get you to tell that story on a platform. Because so many times, when you got something else going on and you working at a job that you kind of need, but not really, when you passionate about what it is that you're doing, when people give you a reason to walk away, it just make it that much easier. And that just seemed like it was one of those times.
It all happened at the right time.
Yeah.
At that time, they were still paying, some pretty decent money for remix. Not like it once was, but you can make a decent living. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you got multiple streams of income, you can make a decent living. You know what I mean? Like, at the time, I was DJing all over the place. Plus, I was getting my feet wet with production, and I would do some more records that were getting noticed. I was getting more stuff that was like serious work. So, I was able to do it. And things change, and time changes, life changes, but always stay focused and understand the ultimate goal. You know, um, things happen, discouraging, You know what I'm saying? You got to bounce back from that.
Speaking of that, shout out to Jay Smooth. Yo,
Smooth, what
Jay,
up?
Jay, I need a cut. I look like Frederick Douglass, man. I need a cut, yo. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk after. Uh, so get into a remix that you did, and that song that you just played. That's on your new album coming out.
No, that's on my album that came out last year. That's
Okay,
on Romantic. That's available on all platforms.
all right. So get into another because I don't want the time to run out on this, and I think the people are waiting for you to see if you want to do like a 5-7 minute set. You know what I mean?
Well,
Before we.
I can't play. They, they, they can't play the Love and War simply because it'll get flagged. It always
So,
does.
somebody said giving me
Um,
life. Smooth said giving me life.
huh?
Smooth said play giving me life.
Oh, giving me life. Uh, it's gonna take a minute for that session to open up.
Man, play whatever you got, bro. Play whatever you got locked and loaded. Yeah, it sounded like Instagram and kicked them off for talking about Tamar Braxton. We apologize. All right, man, we ain't got to play music, man. We can talk music. I'm built for this.
This is another joint I did called Your Love. Hold on one second.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in. It's TKB Report. We're here with DJ Beloved, talking some of his most prized productions. We're just going to give him a minute to come back. And while we waiting, I'm going to let this record play out.
One night. That's a good one. I just did that not too long ago. So I know you said you like the stories behind these songs, right?
That's what I'm waiting for, yeah.
Bang.